Welcome back, adventurers, to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We are still at the VEGELBUD's residence because we took part in
Geralt of Rivia.
the races.
Got it right.
What do you want?
To express my admiration on account of your victory. And here, brought you an invitation from the boss. He'd like to congratulate you personally. Farewell.
Oh! What? I got a letter? Message from Carlo Varese. Witcher, I've heard about your victory in the VEGELBUD's derby. Such talent shouldn't go to waste. In fact, it needs to develop, and to make sure it develops, it needs to be generously rewarded. If you are interested in either development or the reward, come visit me at my usual headquarters. Varese. Uh-huh. What is that? Oh, that was the script. Bow before the Prince of Thieves. Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning. Moment of improvisation. Sophronia will undoubtedly reply with something. Tis I, the Crimson Avenger. No, not the Crimson Avenger. Silence, vermin. You shall regret the day you were born. Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves. I'm glad we didn't look at it and improvise. It was much better that way. Okay. No, we don't need our horse, actually. We just go straight back into Novigrad via the fast travel point. Which should be around here somewhere, I guess. Here. Okay. Now, I think... yeah, we can do that first, because it's related to the Derby race quest, and then we go straight back into the thyme. Rosemary and thyme, of course. Not only thyme. So... oh, he's back there. Oh, but what we could do, what time is it? 1:24 AM. So let's go first to the dwarf, because I can upgrade my armor. Now that we are here close to the blacksmith. Hey there.
Thanks for the invite.
Congratulations. Quite a win of the VEGELBUDs. Luke's one hell of a prick, but I don't recall him ever losing before. And seeing as you outran him, you actually stand a chance at Paleo. Make some real coin.
What is Paleo? Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Paleo? Never heard of it.
Fuck me, what a peasant. The Paleo's a race held at night in the city streets. Used to be every district sponsored a competitor. Things are different now. You're gonna race jockeys put forward by Bedlam and Reuven, but my coin's on you.
Uh-huh.
Fine, I'll race.
Lovely. Colour me thrilled. Just don't bloody let me down, because I'm about to bet a small fortune on you. Go prepare. Drink some chamomile or whatever the fuck you do.
The Paleo is above all a race of honour. The winner doesn't just win
Wait,
the
what?
award, he earns our
We do
respect
that
as
immediately?
well.
1 second. Now, we got a saddle in the last race. Gosh, if I had known that. 50. Yeah, see? That's better. We don't need bags. Okay. Man, what the
So,
frick?
Take your positions and
This is
get the fuck
unbelievable.
going.
What the heck? There? So it's not in the city. At least. Oh gosh. Okay, up here. Uh-huh. Will there be terrible things? And how many laps? And oh, there. And can I... Oh, stamina! No! Hey, he's off the track! Okay. There. Down there. Uh-huh. Ooh, that is a long race. Come on! Oh no! Not now! Come on!
Lever had
Did
a
we do
good
it?
improving you. Congratulations.
I'm just going.
Give us a kiss, Geralt. No? Then I'll smooch that roach of yours. That were lovely.
And my pay?
Take it, you cheeky bastard. Never met a man who earned his coin fairer than you did today.
Temple Guard! Scatter!
We gotta get the fuck out of here. Thanks, Geralt.
Oh dang! What? Now they are fighting the Temple Guard? Okay, well, you do you. Roach, you did well. And we got new, blinders. Let's look at those, shall we? Here. 40 fear level to 40, it's the same. But hey, we take them. And this is 70 maximum weight and 70. How do they look? Rugged. Well, they look good. Okay. Man, I had no idea.
There must be order.
I think I didn't complete that quest line in the last time I played the game. I think. I just don't remember. Okay. Oh, we are going in the wrong direction. We don't have our quest tagged. We wanted to go back into the rosemary and thyme. What is that now? Oh, these are all those. Right, the DLC quests. Oh, so many. Okay, okay, cool. Not that. Cabaret. We have to finish this. And then that. We cannot do that here. And then... What is this now? Huh? Okay, cool, cool. A lot of things happened. Now, turn.
Move it!
Now I didn't make my armor. We'll do it afterwards. What? What is happening? Ooh.
I hope they won't admit such riffraff.
Look at that.
We start in G major, and
I've told you, the piece is sad, melancholy. Needs a minor key.
But I wanted
To ruin everything.
Okay, Polly's here.
My. Nice work.
They've a long way to go yet. Straighten that line. Hannah, lift your knees. Higher. There you go.
Looks great.
So, we
And this is the new decoration. It's actually nice.
Melancholy. Needs a minor key.
Okay. I think we can store these now. And that should be it. Now.
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
No, not all. But I'd imagine something more, more theatrical. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Huh.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary in Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't. But Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. Premier will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We'll start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Why not?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking,
He's all right.
and she say anything about me?
Yeah, you're fat and you smell. Yeah.
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Ugh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the cloak and the dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am? She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time anyway.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's
What? Speak, man.
badly been attacked. They took her to Valmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
Well, I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
What?
Who could have done this?
That I do not know. I do, however, know she is not the perpetrator's first victim.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him and kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morningstar, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
So he might be a veteran or something?
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Goodness, of course.
Mm-hmm. Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers.
This is terrible.
What's that about?
Thick. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Is it not better to nip the problem in the bud? I tried to get the temple guard to enter the sewers, alas, to no avail. So I took matters into my own hands.
At no charge. You damned idealists, ruining the market for us.
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Can he die? Oh, he has a crossbow. Okay, there's somebody. More drowners, most probably. Yeah. No, it's not. It's a hag. Let me art up. No, Quinn up, sorry. And Igni. It's a water hag, yeah, most probably. Down here. Let her throw. She threw. You fine? He is. Dang, I had no idea.
How's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Oh man, that's terrible. Big there? No hidden doors.
Take the ladder. This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Custody. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
I'm looting. Do we check out the other doors though? Or is that one big room? I got him! Doctor? He's here. Okay, let's go your way. Oh, okay, they all glow. So, I didn't get him. Who is that?
Human. Wrong body type.
Okay. Who are you?
Looks like necrophage has got to this one. Let's keep looking.
It's one of the witch hunters. I think we did see him already. It was a dwarf, right? In the last room there. They have good stuff here. Quicksilver.
This isn't it.
This isn't it either. It's a woman. Okay. That is not a dwarf.
That's gotta be him.
Oh, it
this
is.
one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
What is then? He seems to have something in his trousers. So it's that dwarf. Or that dwarf. There are a lot of dwarves here.
A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's, more likely. Let's keep
That's
looking.
the last one. Oh wow. They're in the background. The anatomy posters.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor. His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
Oof. It could have been a ritual. I mean, it's a serial killer. So, punishment, I don't know. What would be the connection to punish these people? So, and because of the egg, who puts an egg in a wound after killing somebody, if not as some kind of weird ritual or distraction?
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
He looks only like 30. Maybe 40.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Now you
Oh gosh.
behave.
This is crazy. So let me look at the quest real quick. Where does that lead? Carnal sins. It's that one. Eustace the corpse collector. Examine the place where the woodcarver died. And investigate the alley where Priscilla was attacked. Okay, that makes sense. Goodness. Yeah, let's do that right away. We need to find out what happened here. He's right there. So that's the corpse collector. What the frick?
At least the father didn't used to kill women.
Fall afoul of the king of beggars, and you'll get no mercy no matter who you are.
Damn.
You, Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No eyes, no heart. One of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One was so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of the...
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid. You search Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Talk. What did you find on him?
I had your wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Get out of my sight. Now.
Oh!
Oh! That gets worse and worse. I think I want to go to the wood carver first. Or maybe it doesn't matter. We can go to the closest. Gosh, what a quest. Oh, it's here. Let's go first to that alley.
Like a new rice ticks, you're a bigger rat than me.
Time on fire.
In here.
Ah.
Oh.
Anyone home?
Begone, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid much, lie down. Come on in. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. A better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I ran to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Everything?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleating orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, he were a good dwarf. Craftsman like no other. But he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
The dogs are huge. Hey, dog. Ooh, he has cool stuff. What is that all about? There are statues, a ladder. Okay, let's start investigating.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Oh, so it's a ritual murder that's about religion.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Scratches all around here.
Murderer dragged something heavy, dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
So that was the doing of the murderer.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Yes, please. But I also want to investigate that letter. Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse. Fire can warm with its flames. Fire can prepare your nourishment. Fire can drive off the horrors of the dark. Yet fire can also scorch, burn, and incinerate. That is why we must live in harmony with eternal fire and its commandments. Whoever fails to heed its lessons, whoever lives in ignorance of it, whoever mocks it, the same shall lose his life in its flames. Take my counsel to heart, good people, or you will reap the consequences of your deeds. Yeah, there we have it. A religious fanatic. There's something... Oh goodness. Huh? I wanted to investigate that.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood, left a few stains behind.
Somebody took his blood?
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
I mean, he was being tortured, wasn't he? We learned that much.
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten.
Oh, there are his eyes. Don't look.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Nothing here.
Oh, goodness. Okay, that's all.
Aye.
Whew.
Had a look at your sculptures.
And? Lifelike, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Melitele.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that will crush her back. Whittle him down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple, and the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Myers sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
Already know what happened. Fabian was in the workshop. Murderer attacked him there. They struggled. Fabian was overpowered, then tortured. For a time.
I needn't know the details. Truth be told, I hadn't the stomach for him.
When it was over, the murderer dragged Fabian to the courtyard, then made a pyre of sculptures, set them aflame.
But why? Why do all that?
To teach a lesson. To him, you, the whole city.
But it's the wrong lesson.
Fine, we've talked enough. Won't learn anything else here. Take care.
Off. Where is that military with the huge tits? I don't see her. All is very decent here. Okay. Let's get out of here. Good doggo. Locked. So we are dealing with a fanatic.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim.
No.
Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Awful
Let's
pale.
first investigate this alley.
You scared?
Ah, there's something. Can follow the smell.
A brazier. This time of year? Human. Priscilla's.
Grab him!
Sis,
Oh,
that him.
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
what? It's the same, right? Yeah. He leaves that behind everywhere. No, it's something else. Remember, good people, the light cast by the fire dispels every darkness, reveals each lie, exposes every unworthy and debauched soul. Not even shape-shifting dopplers can hide from its light, not even witches and sorceresses, so adept at fooling the common folk, not the loose women who walk the street and fog men's minds with their charms. Yeah, sure. Abandon then the treacherous and immoral magic arcane. Cover your bodies in modesty and provoke no unclean thoughts, and the eternal fire will expose for you all monsters and sinners, or else burn you too in its flames. Yeah, sure.
Fucking come on! You're
What?
carrion!
What's happening
Pathetic.
here? Why? Why do I have to fight these guys now? What?
Listen.
This is weird.
Not too late to surrender.
At least I have enough space to fight.
That's it, you're in for it!
Come on.
Listen.
Okay, when it's down.
That's it.
That lasts forever. Oh girl, get out of the way. Come on, he's down.
Mistake.
Yep, okay. We got that.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally. We'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Gosh, that is such a sad story.
Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
Oh, we can follow. Let's see what that is first.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
Watch it, tramp. Novigrad's not your stomping ground.
I have to. Okay. We cannot follow the smell, but we can follow
Murderer
the
fled
footprints.
before the guards arrived. Ran this way. Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
No, you couldn't. But you are a bad jumper. Yeah, that's all we can do here.
So, what is it?
Think I know what happened here. Priscilla fought back, her assailant retreated, and knocked over the brazier. Someone must have heard it. Maybe saw something, started hollering. Guards showed up. Murderer didn't finish the job, didn't cover his tracks. Just collected himself and leapt over the wall. Trail ends there.
You divined all this from a pile of rubbish and a few prints in the mud.
Do that practically every day in my profession. And practice makes perfect.
True enough. Just like I can tell right off if a punt'll pay or try to wriggle out of it.
That particular skill I could use myself. Take care now. And I got a murderer to catch.
Oh yeah.
What do you want?
And that we will. The brothers are okay, yeah. Maybe it was that guy in the robe.
Hey, pretty boy.
Oh, come here, hero. Give us a kiss.
How you go with this thing?
I was faffing about minding my own business when suddenly up he pops and appears.
Oh.
Read this sentence.
Oh.
What do I gotta do to get a lovely palace?
Remember, you people, that a fire once lit cannot be stopped. That it consumes everything in its path and only ceases to rage once all has been turned to ash. Men cannot flee this element, and if they bow before it, if they let it into their hearts, they too turn to ash. Search then your consciousness and live in accordance with the Church's dictates, before the time for penance has passed. Well, or I come with a huge bucket of water.
Right.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Geralt, right? Glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Is he?
By the way, you and von Gratz don't exactly get along. Why is that?
I had him sent to prison. You see, Joachim led the student protests in 1242, a senseless and brutal revolt. People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
How old's von Gratz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
I don't think that's how it works.
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Was it maybe him?
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia VEGELBUD.
Gods, he knows no bounds. To attack Lady VEGELBUD, heiress of such a prominent family.
Where is she? Tell me.
She resides in an estate beyond the city, north of Oxenfurt.
Gotta find her, now.
Oh, we know where that is. We just raced there. Letter found on Joris Aquinas' body, Patricia VEGELBUD. Goodness. What a terrifying quest. An apple. Okay. Well, I guess we will continue that in the next episode. I had no idea that this was such a long quest and such a terrifying quest. So yeah, we will find out hopefully in the next episode who did all this. But thank you so much for watching this one. Have a wonderful and adventurous day and goodbye.